Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recess is the official podcast of the content of the Descent of Ink and Copper, Frank Zappa, and Grandmothers of Demonic Invention. I am Roy, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your Robes.
Mr. Steal Your Robes! Got him! And I am Fallon, a.k.a. Zaywu June.
Yeah!
That's
true.
Boy.
That's true. Hey, we got news.
We did get news. We got a second trailer.
We got a second trailer for season 2.
And we saw sweet baby boy buried in the ground like a radish.
So we can go through a few things that we saw. How about we describe them without going into spoilers?
Yeah.
Because we're still just talking about the show.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of stuff in the trailer that is things from the novel that we haven't gotten to talk about.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away, so we can just describe a few of the things that we see. So there is a small baby who's very happy about being buried up to his waist in dirt.
Small baby in little wind robes. That's important.
It's very important.
It's a sweet baby boy that I can't wait to quote unquote meet.
Yeah.
We get more shots of the Yeeling patriarch.
Yeah, him doing his cool little hiding his hand over his face. Very JoJo pose almost.
Yeah. Just like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
I'm disgusting.
Yeah, don't look at me, I'm bastard.
Don't look at me, I'm bastard.
There's somebody floating in the air, which has to happen once per anime trailer ever made. There's a yellow man who dies.
Yeah, yellow man dies.
Yellow man died. There's a big cool painting.
Yeah.
And a very small yellow baby.
Very small yellow baby. We can probably guess through Sherlock style fucking deduction that it's sweet baby Jin Leon. Maybe. Well, I mean, so we're not doing spoilers, but it's pretty obvious that that's that baby boy.
I'm doing like big air quotes in the hopes that the microphone picks up the air waves from it.
The small cracking of your knuckles.
Yeah, at least that. But yeah, so there's things that happen. That's what we got today.
It's real good.
Yep.
I would go watch it because it's probably available on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's definitely available on my side Twitter, which Jack finally gave me back.
Yay!
And he also gave me back our Twitter. It's good. Yay!
It's extremely good to me.
Now
I'm glad that
socially.
things have been cleared up because that makes things easier. Because I have no idea how to run social media accounts, and Roy does.
Yep.
So
someone's gotta. So we got that.
Thank God, honestly. We're so close now.
So close. So, earlier this week, some kind of rumors started popping up that the second season is only going to have 8 episodes, which is very unconfirmed. And if that's the case, I don't know how in the name of God they're going to cram everything that happens in the...
Maybe it's like a Game of Cultivations thing where they have 8 episodes, but all of the episodes are like an hour long.
Speaking of the bad show, I finished watching this episode right after I watched television's Game of Thrones.
The 3-hour night?
Yeah, the long night that lasted a single night.
Yeah, Winter, they talked about Winter. No, you know what, we're not going to fucking get into it. But I just love how they talked about Winter coming for 10 years, and Winter came and it lasted for 3 hours, and then everything was cool again. But
the long night, you get one.
You get one.
Yeah, folks, it's bad. Anyway, so let's talk about a good show.
Yeah, let's please talk about a good show, the show that we're here to talk about.
Yeah, episode 5, Heretic Path. This episode's really fucking gay, dude.
Wow, it's really fucking gay. I'm really glad about it. Yeah. It's just like one young man experiencing gay panic for 23 minutes straight.
That's very true. Speaking of 23 minutes, when I opened up the file and I looked at the runtime, I saw it was less than 24 minutes long and my skin fell off. I was so scared. I was like, God damn it, I can't do this again. I had such a bad anxiety. We made a full episode out of it last time.
Yeah.
But I was still sweating, like, I don't know if I can do it twice.
There's plenty to talk about. There's plenty to speculate about. There's plenty to goof on. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be alright.
When we open up with another little ad in the beginning, just a little bump, and this time it's bunnies with people eyes.
Yeah, the animals with human analogous eyes, because apparently animators just don't really know how to give animals expressive animal eyes.
You're only given the talent to draw one. You can either draw people, or you can draw animals.
Alright, that hits a little close to home. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention that again, because I can only draw people.
And when I try to draw too, bitch!
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel called out. We're both called out.
This is a cell phone, so there's bunnies with people eyes, and they're looking up at a desk, and
we move on to Lan Wangji.
Well, hold on. Fat Boy is standing up and reaching towards me, so...
He needs the attention. Because he knows that we're trying to do something.
Yeah, I hope the microphone picked up him going... Anyway, yeah. So, it's rainy, and we go to Lan Wangji, and what is he... He's, like, studying, right?
He's basically, like, not showing more of the waterborne abyss stuff, like... Yeah. And he has such a wonderful, soft voice. Like, we stand a soft-spoken king.
He is very soft-spoken. It's nice.
I just love to listen to him talk.
It's very relaxing.
Oh, man.
I could listen to him read the phone book, and I'd be just... Yeah. It's ASMR. So, basically, yeah, he's studying the waterborne abyss, and it's, like, basically it's going to take some years to entirely fuck up, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then here comes a Wei Ying, and he's trying to do his booze sneaking in again.
Yeah. And Lan Wangji whips his sword out again, you know, he comes up, he's like, take your punishment.
Don't forget to mention that this is the umbrella fight.
Yeah.
So he's got the sword in one hand and a cute little, like, paper parasol in the other, so he can stay dry, and he's, like, very efficient in keeping this umbrella on him.
Oh, yeah.
As he swings around with his cool sword, and literally take your punishment comes out of his mouth.
I don't blame him for whipping his sword out this time, because it's basically just Lanchan, like, language for, I've had enough of your foolery!
This clownishment!
He's mad as fuck.
He's real mad, and Wei Wuxian is like, he's doing some loop-de acrobatics up onto the roof.
He's like, fucking, you're here too, so you're breaking the rules too. And it's really weird because, like, the last time he was out patrolling, he was literally, like, sanctioned to patrol. Yeah. But now he's just fucking out there.
Yeah, he's just doing some vigilante shit.
Yeah, well, it's either vigilante shit or he's just waiting for Wei Ying so he can antagonize him. Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking Wei Ying is doing all this shit and he's still got, like, a hold on his booze. He's swinging it around because he's gotta.
Yeah, and like
he's like, why are you so persistent? Like, dude, you're the one holding on to your dumbass booze this whole time.
Oh, like, for real. Like, he promises to never do it again and to take his punishment. And then he does a bunch of sick flips to run away from Lanchan, and he tries to get on the roof, but his Sasuke ass is always 2 steps ahead, and he's already on the rooftop when Wei Wuxian gets there.
Yeah, he teleported.
Yeah.
He basically does a nothing personnel kid.
Yeah, pretty much. He just, like, he's there, and his back is to the camera, and he turns around, and he's got this look in his eye like, I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
And, like, LWJ keeps going at him because he's gonna die on this fucking hill.
Because he's mad.
Because he's mad. And, as always, Wei Wuxian is on the defensive. He's like, bro, let me off just this once. Don't be like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Thing. I'll get you out of trouble next time. It's all good.
Yeah,
but of course, Lanchan, he's not having any of it.
Oh, fuck no.
No.
So, they, like... Oh, yeah, Wei Wuxian, like, tackles Lan Wangji off the roof, and they go falling, and they land, and Wei Ying is like... Oh, now you're outside the, I guess, grounds of the building, so now you gotta get punished. And he's like, Lanchan, you're gonna punish me.
It's the fucking, like, we live in a society where...
We do live in a society.
You caught me outside, but you also appear to be outside, too. Own. It's our little secret, though. And Lanchan's mad as fuck.
He's always mad.
He's always mad.
Yeah, and then we, like, cut to...
It's the,
punishment room?
It's the ancestral hall.
Oh,
it's basically the punishment room. Yeah. They're wrestling Wei Ying onto his knees for his punishment. And Wei Ying uses one of their own rules against them. He's like, treat everyone justly and fairly, to say they should be cracking down on Lan Wangji too. Yeah. And instead of saying anything, Lan Wangji just very determinedly, like, drops down onto his knees and just tells them to fucking do it.
Yeah, he, like, very elegantly tosses his robes to the side and kneels and...
sweeps himself down.
Huaisong and Zhangcheng are, like, watching from the doorway.
They're watching and gossiping.
And they're like, he's about to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, for real.
And then they both do get their asses kicked, and it's not deeply good to watch.
Mm-hmm. And, like, the thing that kind of killed me about this scene was, like, the minute Lan Wangji, like, actually goes down without, like, fighting or anything, Wei Ying, like, immediately feels like shit and tries to take it back.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I concede, it's, like, fine, it's all my fault. And, like, what I'm wondering is that if Lanchan... I just think that he was out there waiting for Messy Boy to get back just so he could get some alone time with him. That's my concept.
I feel like I feel like he was doing his studying, right? But he was doing it very suspiciously close to the window, so...
so he could just keep tabs on him.
You never know. You never know what might come up. But anyway...
They take their punishment, and then we cut to good little brother John Chong carrying Wei Wuxian on his back after he gets pummeled.
Oh, Huaisong fanning his ass.
Like, it'll do anything. Like, I'm helping.
It's the only thing he can do.
Fucking fail, son. He tried really hard, you know?
Oh, God. Anyway, Wei Ying's, like, mad about this, too. He's like, I didn't ask you to carry me.
He's like, John Chung knows WWX is dramatic enough to just roll around the Ancestral Hall whining if he hadn't decided to carry him. And, like, meanwhile, Lanjan, like, they said he gets 50 more strokes than Wei Ying, and he just apparently was just chilling.
Yeah,
like, Jay chilling.
He just...
Jay chillin', like, John Chong was the one who was like, well, Lan Wangji got 50 more strokes than you, and he walked the fuck out of there, so what are you doing?
Yeah, you're the one who's being a baby.
He's just being baby about it.
This whole scene is just him going, but I'm baby!
And then they, like, roll up, and it's like Lan Shiren is back, and he's with Lan Jishen getting some tea.
They're under a tree getting some tea, and would you fatboy get off the fucking counter?
Hey! The fuck are you doing? No!
That is a cat food stand.
Alright, hold on.
No.
Hold on. Come on!
There he goes, yeah.
Get on off of there.
Buffoonish.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Doofus.
Yeah, anyway, so, they're walking around outside and they kind of pass by
They're pouring
the
some
tree.
tea. Yeah, they're pouring some tea and they're spilling some teas. Like, Cloud Recesses style gossip. Because, like, it isn't gossip if you're talking about the fascist chokehold every cultivation sect is being coerced into. Yeah, like, that's just tea.
Yeah, they're just smack-talking the winds, and Lan Shiren is like, he already knows about the waterborne abyss and he hates it.
Yeah.
And Shichen is like, we just got a deal. And then, Lan Shiren is like, oh, well, in the meantime, I picked up some zombies. They're in my room. Go have your brother, like, interrogate them.
Yeah, like, they just kind of get to talking about, like, the sweetest, most inscrutable boy, their brother and nephew.
Yeah.
Because Lan Shiren, he did pick up some zombs on the way home, and he wants Lan Wangji to run inquiry with them, which is basically just playing the zither to find out why they're so full of resentment.
Yeah, and it's the funny thing that I put in all of her posts to ask for questions.
Yeah, let's do an inquiry. Yeah. I love that. And, like, put a pin in the fact that they say that Lan Wangji is an expert in the inquiry song. Like, put, like, a linchpin in that.
Do that. Yeah, just remember that.
And, like, it's pretty clear that Lan Shiren does not like Wei Wuxian.
Oh, yeah, he's like, what the fuck is my nephew doing letting Wei Wuxian, like, get him into so much trouble punishing himself?
Like, he doesn't realize the only thing dragging Lan Shiren down is his own confused gay panic.
Yeah, and,
Lan Shiren stands.
He stands. Before he starts going to bat for him, like, it cuts over to, Wei Ying and his little buddies, like, in the bushes, eavesdropping, and he hears Lan Shiren, like, shit-talking him, and he feels, like, really genuinely sad for a second because he's talking about him in relation to him being a bad influence on Lanjan.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah, and then she just starts, like, he's
a fucking kid!
Yeah, he's just a kid. It's,
like, that's what kids do when they weren't raised in a stuffy, repressive environment. They're mischievous.
That's what kids do when they're normal, so... and then he turns and he sees them, and they, like, try to duck behind the bush, and Lan Shiren gets mad again.
He storms off or something. He fucks off, and Shichen tells the boys to come on out.
Yeah.
And he tells Wei Wuxian that it's going to take, like, 3 to 5 days for him to heal, and you can see Wei Wuxian being like, fuck, and feeling so awful.
And when we're talking about for him to heal, we mean Lan Wangji to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So because he got very...
and it's like, Wei Wuxian obviously... He feels so fucking bad for Lanchan. But Shichen is like, no, it's all good. I got something that'll have y'all chilling in a few hours.
He's like, let me give you a hookup. It'll make you feel better real quick. Like, Lanchan weed moments again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you might find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You might ask, why would Lan Shichen ride for Wei Wuxian like this? And I'll tell you, okay, it's because consistently through the whole series, Lan Shichen is the only one who can really, like, read and understand his brother. He can tell Lan Wangji has a crush. And he's just like, that's beautiful. I want to see them grow up so big and so strong and so gay. I really think that's why he rides for Wei Wuxian so much, because he fucking knows. Mm-hmm. He knows. He just wants his brother to be happy.
He been new. His cool plan is he's going to tell Wei Ying to go to the cold spring that they have.
Yeah.
We cut to we skip ahead a little bit to nighttime. We're looking in the the cold spring.
And there's Wangji.
Yeah. There's just a boy, a shirtless young man.
Yeah, it's like he's there when Wei Wuxian gets to this sacred place of rest and does a fucking cannonball.
Yeah.
He just slides right in.
Yeah.
He goes, LiveJournal! And then just whomp, splash.
And I don't think he knew that the water was going to be cold.
He didn't.
He didn't,
because he complains about it.
Yeah. She should just left that deal out. Like, you fucking, like, just imagining the cutscene where Shichen is like, alright, Wei, so tonight my brother's gonna go be naked in some ice water, and it's gonna rule for you, okay? No, it's peace. Just go be nude when you approach him. It's whatever, alright? It's cool.
Basically nude.
It's gonna...
They're in their cool,
like, undies,
like long pants underwear.
Yeah, they're long johns.
They're long johns?
Stop!
They're long johns?
God.
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh, God. But it's like, and then, so, like, Wei Wuxian spends most of this scene, like, trying to be friends with Long John. He's like, Long John, I admire you. You're so strong and cool and honest. Let's be friends.
In the very beginning, like, after he hops into the water, he just barrels into it, and he's, like, approaching Long John, and he's so scared of him. He's like, how'd you get in here? Why are you getting closer?
Wei Wuxian's like,
why are you approaching me? It seems
like it's warmer over by you. Long John's like, no! No! Please, no!
Yeah.
Like, and it makes me so sad, because Wei Wuxian is trying so hard, and, like, Long John is so scared, and he's having none of it.
Yeah, but Wei, he taps him, and he, like, moves away a little bit.
It's like, we should be friends. Long John's like, no. He just keeps saying no.
I came here for cultivation, not healing.
Yeah, a fucking course. Sure you did. Like, bruises covering your back. Like, what's the point of that? Are you trying to, like, do some machismo? Like, what is going on?
Just doesn't know that gay is a thing.
Like, literally, I am personally convinced Long John is just really mad and quiet because he has a crush on this boy and has never experienced this kind of feeling before. So he's terrified, and he's like, he doesn't know how to deal with it. And a lot of the time, when boys have a crush on someone and they don't know how to deal with it, they, like, lash out, and that's just the patriarchy thing.
That's just the shit of it.
That's the shit of it. And, like, Wei Ying is trying so hard to convince LWJ to be his friend.
Yeah, he's like he says, like, you can enjoy many benefits from being my friend. Like, it's so fucking, it's nice.
He just wants a friend. Like, he's presenting Long John with a fucking PowerPoint presentation on why being his friend would be cool. They're like, I can take you to Yunmeng. Like, we can hunt pheasants and, like, pick lotus seeds. It'll be so cool. And, like, all the girls are hot there.
Yeah.
And Long John's just like, no.
Yeah, and Wei Ying's like, time to be annoying. And
he's like, stop saying no. All the girls hate that.
Yeah, and then he does like a big angry no and starts walking away.
He's just like, why are you talking to me about women?
Whom? Why would you never say to me the words girl?
God, and like every time LWJ rejects him, WX makes this fucking like adorable puffy cheek, pouty face.
His little like gulpin face.
That's exactly it. I fucking love him. He's so sad.
He's so good. Hey, Wanji's fucking built, dude.
He's really juiced for a 15-year-old, and it makes me uncomfortable. The other thing that makes me uncomfortable about this scene, no nipples.
Yeah.
No nipples whatsoever.
Kind of a Ken doll vibe going on.
Definitely like a free thing going on, where it's like these super built nippleless teens. It makes me very uncomfortable.
You don't get those until you turn 20.
Yeah, you don't get the nipples until you become a fully cultivated adult.
Yeah, you have to go on your first unsupervised night hunt,
and then you grow nipples.
Yeah, that's when it happens.
Oh, God, I'm just like... Ugh.
That's when you go through cultivation puberty.
And eventually, fucking Wei Ying decides he's just gonna be petty and annoying, and gets out of the spring and steals all of Long John's clothes. And on his way out, he tells Long John he has a nice figure, which is a very cool and straight thing to say to the dude you were just chilling basically naked in a cold spring.
Yeah, Long John does like a big ear blush.
Oh my God, he's so mad. He's like, Wei Ying!
Yeah,
and it's just
mad.
like the ear blush just goes from the lobe all the way
up.
It's
like nuclear.
It's nuclear.
Yeah.
And then of course the feral zombs that Lan Shiren brought back get loose. So
we just hear some zombie grunting.
And you know what? The thing that I could not stop thinking of while I was watching this episode with all of the zombie growls was like, I just watched the Rilakuma, like, stop motion show on Netflix, and Rilakuma's little growls sound exactly like the zombie growls. It's like,
oh my God.
I was just like, so I couldn't fucking take it seriously.
Oh my fucking
god.
God.
Did they just get the same guy to do the real Akuma growls as this fucking zombs?
Oh my god.
Like, what is going on? And
Jesus.
like, so they hear this, and so Wei Wuxian, unfortunately, cannot leave LWJ to fight them in a pair of drenched-ass underclothes. As much as I'm sure he'd have liked to see that.
Yeah. He's like, can I have my damn robe back? Because, like, they don't have their weapons on them.
Oh yeah, they weren't prepared for this at all.
Yeah. So, they hear the zombies, like, grunting and everything, and, Lanjan's like, oh, those are my uncles, I need to go interview them in a hot one.
And cut to him being chased by one of them, and he does the cool, like, improvised weapon thing.
Yeah, okay, I want to do a play-by-play of this, because it's so fucking funny to me. So first we get a shot of, like, Zhangcheng and, like, some random lawn guy hauling around a Gucci, right? He's
just the Gucci guy.
He's the caddy. And they're running around, and the lawn guy's like, oh, the big boys aren't here, we gotta find Lanjan. So, then we cut to Lan Wangji, and he's running away from a zombie. And he gets to, like, a little flight of stairs.
Yeah.
And he gets a couple steps up, does this cool little ballet turn on his little footy, picks some flowers on the way, throws the flowers and they turn into magic. The zombies are serpentining, and, like, these fucking ancient Chinese sad boy zombies know how to serpentine, but Rickon Stark didn't.
No,
anyway,
of course not.
The zombies avoid the flower magic. There's a zombie with side hair. The random lawn guy is like, catch, and throws the Gucci, and Lan Wangji catches it, like, 30 feet up in the air, and just murders these zombies with a little bong. And,
the zombie death cord.
Yeah, and then Zhang Cheng is like, where's my dumbass brother? And that's when Lan Wangji's like, oh, we got separated.
He's just like, I
don't know. It's just such a, like, ESPN... Like, I want to do a freeze frame and just draw on the screen for this just one movement that Lanjan does. Just this little hop, spin, throw, leap, blong, dead.
Yeah, it's really good to me.
It's very graceful.
And meanwhile, Wei Wuxian is out here in the forest.
He's out here.
Also using improvised branch weapons and just power punching the zombies.
Yeah, he throws a stick at one of them and it, like, doesn't it, like, stab it into a tree?
It goes in, like, the throat, I think.
And, like, pins it to a tree, and then he's just like, guess I'll punch.
He just spirit punches.
Yeah.
Like, you ever just punched a zombie in the face?
Y'all mind if I punch a zombie?
That's the shit that I like.
It's good.
And meanwhile, Zhangcheng's Wei Ying fuckery radar pings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his Wei Ying is in some shit app, sends him a notification. And, dude, there's, like, this drum and flute duo going in the background. It fucking rules.
It's good to me. There's a little funky bass in there, too. I like it.
Yeah.
So then we come back to Wei Ying.
Yeah, the zombies start getting back up, and Wei Ying's like, ah, shit, here we go again.
Yeah.
And, he gets slammed against a tree, and then he goes and hides behind it. He's like, what's a bitch to do? And
starts climbing the tree.
Yeah, he starts climbing the tree.
And the zombies...
One of them's just, like, bashing its head against the trunk.
Like, that's gonna do anything. And then they just start to climb each other, and they climb up after him. And, like, there's so many fucking people on the tree that the tree, like, you hear the roots start to creak, and you're like, oh, God. And Wei Ying gets off the tree, and then, of course, the tree, like, looks like it's gonna fall directly on him, but as it turns out...
He spent the whole day drinking protagonist juice, so it's fine.
Exactly. So there's, like, 1.5 feet of space between where the tree is felled and where Wei Ying lands.
Yeah.
And...
Hey, when you become a zombie, do you just get stilettos? Because all of them have these fucking long, like, talon nails.
I think Wen Rohan is behind it.
We haven't met him, don't do that!
I'm just fucking saying, like, nobody's gonna understand what I'm saying, but just know, when you meet him, you'll know. When I die, then you will realize.
Preview.
But, so he's cowering underneath this felled tree, he's like, oh, what the fuck just happened? And then he sees it. He sees it. Bunny.
Bunny, and so the zombies jump at him and he goes and grabs the bunny.
He puts it in his little coat pocket.
You gotta.
Just as a little battle friend.
Keep that MF thing on him.
Keep that MF thing on him. It's like that dude who fucking, like, that samurai with the kitten.
Yes! Oh my god.
Keeps it in his gi. That's exactly what Wei Wuxian is doing right now. And, like, sometimes you'll forget during this, like, ensuing scene that he has a fucking bunny in his gi, but... And then the bunny will, like, poke its head out, and you're like, oh, shit, that's a thing.
And then another zombie jumps at him, but it just freezes, and he's like, what the hell?
And he, like, holds his hand out.
Yeah, and there's resentful energy tentacles everywhere, and they're coming out of his hand.
Yeah, he's accidentally doing a necromancy.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that it's also golden core hurting juice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's nasty, and...
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It's not good. And then the zombie just starts, like, leaving, just casual...
He just walks
away, just strolling.
And that's when John Chong comes in.
Yeah.
He comes sweeping in, tosses him the sword, and Wei Wuxian is too out of it to, like, grab onto it and fight.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
And John Chong is like, get up and kick some ass! But then he sees how, like, veiny and miasmatic WWX is, and he's like, you're a bastard.
Yeah, he sees the resentful energy, he's like, dude, what the fuck?
Literally, and then...
What did I tell you the last 3 episodes in a row? What did I tell you?
Literally, and then, I mean, luckily, Dramatic Ledge Boy is there with the soul-rocking zither to save the day.
Yeah, Lan Wangji comes down. He's up on a cliff because that's where you gotta be.
And that's where you gotta be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's the ultimate entrance that Alon needs to make.
Yeah, the zombies stop. And Lan Wangji's telling somebody, just go take him back to my uncle's room, because that's where you put zombies.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, and Wei Wuxian makes, like, he's a tired boy, and he's holding his sword, and he's being shaky, and Lan Wangji makes, like, suspicious face.
Yeah, he's, like, uncharacteristically quiet.
Yeah.
And, like, John Chung basically has his number.
Yeah, he's like, hey, thanks, go away now.
Yeah.
And so he fucks off, and then... John Chung, like, shoves Wang up against a tree, and he's so mad.
He's mad. He's, like, not necessarily demanding an explanation because he basically knows what Wei Wuxian did.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think he reacted so strongly because he was angry at Wei Wuxian. It seems more to me like John Chung was just, like, legitimately fucking scared for it.
Yeah, I mean, scared and mad.
Oh, definitely scared and mad.
He has one mood, and there's just, like, tints of it in other directions.
Yeah, there's scared mad, happy mad, annoyed mad,
horny mad,
mad,
I can only assume, yeah.
And he's
like, they're gonna, what the fuck, stupid, they're gonna kill you if they find out about this. What is wrong with you?
This is the Heretic's Path. And Wei Wuxian, like, it takes him a minute, but he's like, never again.
Never again.
It's too dangerous. Yeah. I'm never gonna do it again. And I was just like, oh, my sweet summer child.
Oh, buddy. Wow. Oh, baby boy. He thinks.
I wish that he had kept that conviction.
But,
only. Like, it felt super shitty. Because you can see, like, he obviously knows the effect that it's gonna have on him and the toll that it's gonna take.
Mm-hmm. It's bad. So he's a sad boy, and then Bunny come out of robe. And that would be the end of the episode, but we get the post-credit Bunny scene. Thank God.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's really good to me.
So, I want to weave into this some discussion about the differences between this scene in the show and in the novel.
Yeah.
So we get the credits, and then we get a post-credit scene. And Lan Wangji's working. Dude, side note, none of my offices were this good when I was teaching college. Like,
I know!
I'm so mad! It's got, like, this big postmodern architectural, big round window and, like, a frosted glass pane.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, and I had to share a shitty little office with 3 computers in it with, like, 6 other people. I had to get a Master of Fine Arts degree for that shit. And Lan Wangji, 15, 16-year-old ass, I bet he makes... like $12K a semester too. God damn it, I'm so mad. Anyway, okay, no. So he's doing work, and then there's some bunnies bothering his desk, and there's a black bunny and there's a white bunny. And Wei comes around he just shows up. He's just outside the window, and the window is like, it doesn't have like latches or anything, it's just open, so he just kind of steps in.
He's just constantly hanging around Lan Wangji.
Yeah, Wei busting through. And he's like, I brought you a present, I found it last night, and I caught it a friend today. And the white bunny, like, fucks with the camera, and then Wei like, sits on the camera, it's a good ass shot. And he spent half the day catching a little bunny friend for his little bunny. Yeah! I love it. And he's like, do you want him? And Lanjan is like, red 5:55 p.m. and then Wei's like, I'll give him to somebody else. And he's like, who? And he's like, the famous rabbit cooker of... whoever that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking eat him!
Yeah. Killing is forbidden in the cloud recesses, and Wang's like, I'll do it outside then, and then Lanjan's like, I'll take them. And
he's just, like, completely put upon.
He talks like he's starting every word with a capital letter.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the bunnies, okay, so here's where the difference comes in. So the bunnies are rolling around, right? Mm-hmm. They're just kind of, messing with each other, like, just vaguely playing around with each other.
Yep. In the novel, though.
In the books. In the novel.
They was fucking.
Yeah, so I can't remember which happens first, but the bunnies are fucking. Like,
deeply
explicitly,
fucking.
Obviously fucking.
Yeah.
And one of the boys looks at him and, I think it's Wei. It's gotta be him.
Yeah.
He looks at him and he's like, oh hey, there's a white one and a black one. They look just like you and me. Oh hey, they're both boys. Oh hey, why are they fucking? Like, but here, like, they're just rolling around and it's kind of vague playfulness.
Yeah.
And Wei looks at him and he's like, hey, are they ... And she just makes like angry face. He makes mood face and he just goes obscene. And then Wei Ying's like, I didn't even say anything. What are you talking about? And like, it'd be so easy to say, oh, they're just doing a funny gay, but it's like, it doesn't even occur to Wei Ying. He's just like, points it out, and he's like, hey, the bunnies are having fun. And then Wei Ying is so the type of person that you would expect to troll somebody like that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But he doesn't. And yeah, a horny ass Lanjan is the one going,
I'm just like, I love this scene, because like, I was logged on the other day, as I usually am.
Yeah.
I pretty much stay logged on. I've never logged off. But I was especially logged on, and I was just thinking about Lanjan taking these bunnies, and he's like, wow, cool bunnies. I think I'm gonna keep them forever and name them after me and Wei Ying and project onto them.
And raise them for the next 20 years.
And raise them for the next 20 years. And
litter my house with bunnies.
Litter my house with bunnies as a symbol for how much I am in love and devoted to this one horrible chaos twink.
You know, that's what you do sometimes.
Do you ever just project on your animals?
You ever
just project?
Y'all mind if I project onto some bunny rabbits?
Y'all mind if I project
some bunny
rabbits? A bunnied rabbit? A bunnied rabbit.
So that's the episode.
That's fucking
And now, finally, you know why we end the episodes with Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny good.
So, that's the episode. Before we get into questions, do you want to do the Jesse McMinute?
Oh man, I didn't even think about what I was going to talk about for the Jesse McMinute
It's okay,
today.
Because we have a question.
That's right. Scoot sent some questions for the Jesse McMinute. Let's do the Jesse McMinute. That's going to be the little theme.
Let me get my timer going, because... So, Scout says, Fallon specifically allowed me to write in for the McMinute, so as official the Hanzo main of the aspects of the show, it's my sacred duty. Anyway, I officially triple dog dare you to use the McMinute to talk about the only other good Overwatch character.
Okay, I officially get a minute starting now because you just took
that's fine.
20 seconds.
I fucked up, yeah.
Alright, so I know a lot of you think that I'm going to talk about Hanzo Shimada. And I want you to know that I wanted to talk about Hanzo Shimada, but instead, I'm going to talk about Sombra.
Kind of pulling a left field.
She's my fucking girl. She is one of the smartest, most capable characters in the entire Overwatch canon. And I love the camaraderie of sorts that she has with Jessie Man McCree. I love the fact that she's just unapologetically chaotic. She does whatever the fuck she wants. She's definitely very close to my heart, and she's so goddamn hot. She's the only person that I can ship with Widowmaker. She's the only person that makes a Widowmaker ship useful to me. Sorry, Rory was biting at the Band-Aid that she put on her thumb specifically to keep herself from biting. I love Sombra. I love Jessie McCree. I think they're cool brothers and sisters. End scene.
Yeah.
God.
It's 11:45.
As a Sombra main, I second. And I stan.
That's my fucking girl. That's my girl.
That's my girl. It's good. So that was the McMinute.
That was the Sombra minute.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll
I think maybe next time for the McMinute, let's actually talk about Jessie McCree. I appreciate the questions, but let's talk about Jessie McCree. That's my fucking boy. We call it the McMinute for a reason. Thank you. All right.
Let's get into questions about the actual show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can send them into cloudrecessespod@tumblr.com or whatever the URL is.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, or finally, you can send them into cloudrecesspod. You get one.
Just the one.
Twitter. We got a bunch of them. Scout sent in a bunch of questions, but I think I'm gonna make the executive decision to kind of ration them.
Yeah, let's keep it like narrowed down. Yeah. Give everybody else a chance.
Yeah, and we can save those for the future.
Yep.
Okay, so our first question comes in from Sarah McCostumes.
Of course.
Who
Love it.
Sent in a two-parter. Part 1 says, Roy, you're not gonna like this, but... Part 2 says, the relationship between Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji has the same dynamic as Naruto and Sasuke, which is final proof that Sasuke was pining for Naruto the entire time. Fuck you, send tweet.
You know what?
First of all, you're correct, I don't like it.
You're correct and I don't like it. Speaking as a Naruga stan, I respect your opinion. I see the similarities. I personally think that Lan Wangji is a much better and more well-rounded boy than Sasuke Uchiha. However, I am speaking as a person who read the full run initially of Naruto and then only read like 2 or 3 volumes worth of Shippuden. Like, that's where I'm at personally. So I can't speak too much on Sasuke's character development. But I do know for a fact that I was never one of those people who was like, oh, Sasuke, my nipples!
Can you not?
My nipples are rock hard.
I hate this. I'm cutting it out. I hate you.
Those non-threatening fictional men! I'm just kidding.
The nipples, though.
My nipples. My nipples, Roy.
My nipples involuntarily flexed. So, I have 0 Naruto experience, but from what friend of the me, Colin at Pagetish,
Colin, who owns several baby coffins worth of volumes of Naruto.
Yeah, Colin, who is the #1 Naruto enjoyer that I know,
externally,
has basically told me several times that a lot of my original content is basically just, I keep accidentally making Naruto. And I fucking hate it. So that's what I know. I don't know, maybe subconsciously. I feel like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Maybe, who does Naruto?
Masashi Kishimoto.
I feel like Kishimoto might be, like, warging into me.
Yeah, I think so. I think that as his
just kind
spirit
of
slowly becomes tired, he transfers his knowledge to you, like, wargs it into your brain.
Yeah. He can't, maybe it's because of, like, the distance or the time zones or something, but he can't get fully into me, and that's why everything I make is still elves.
He's still in the process of transmigrating.
Yeah. He's Masashi Kishimoto confirmed for transmigrating into me.
So, in about 10 years, Roy is going to sacrifice herself and invoke the spirit of Masashi Kishimoto to take over her body, and use it for revenge.
Yeah, use it for revenge. He's going to kill my parents and my brother.
Uh-huh.
Not a threat, just a fact.
Not a threat, just a fact. So they better watch their fucking backs.
I guess so.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here's another question from Anonymous, and I'm assuming this, it's Scout. Yeah, thank you, by the way, Sarah.
Yes,
so
thank
this
you,
one,
Sarah.
Yeah, this one is from Anonymous Scout, who says, it's Scout, and I need to know, please tell me, what sects are Fatboy and Baby Cat in, and what are they like?
Oh, wow,
Now, I had an answer for one of them, and I don't remember what it was.
Fatboy, I think...
Fatboy is in the Nye sect.
Yeah, he's in Nye.
Yeah.
He's in Nye.
You've seen him just decide to bolt around like he's got shit to do, and that's him going into his Berserker Chi deviation.
Uh-huh.
So that's what he's up to.
I think that Baby Cat would be in the Zhang sect.
Okay.
Because I just constantly am thinking about how sweet and beautiful and perfect our dearest Shijie is. And she's a pretty good analog for Shijie. Yeah.
For a Miss Baby.
Yeah.
It's good.
Miss Baby. I definitely, I would say that. Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you, Scout.
Yeah, thank you, Scout. Zhang Baby and Nye Fatboy. You gotta love it. We had another one from Sarah. I'm gonna read this one because it's open.
Okay.
So, Sarah says, wait, I probably should send in an actual question. Okay, goes up to a pair of lesbians' voice. So, which of you is the stoic, controlled one, and which of you is the excitable, chaotic one? This reminds me of that thing that was like, forget who's, the butch and the femme or whatever, who's the popuko and who's the peepee-me.
Oh my god, yeah. I think that for all intents and purposes, we both share traits. Because, like, obviously, but...
I feel like we have elements of both.
In a general sense, I feel like Roy is the stoic and controlled one, and I'm the wild-ass mess.
I think, judging by the waveforms that I have to edit every week.
Here's my thing. It's not that I like to yell.
You just do.
I just do. Because I have no voice modulation. It's like, I always liken it to that fucking, like, Will Ferrell was on SNL on Weekend Update or something, and he, like, played that character who was a member of, like, the coalition for people who could not modulate their voice. And they're like, how do you think it feels when you're singing along to a song and it says, and a little bit softer now, and a little bit softer now? That's what I feel like whenever I try to speak in a low voice. I can't.
You're an Aries.
Oh, yeah. I just really like for people to hear me when I say things and listen to me. But, like, the funny thing about that is, like, even when I'm hollering... I don't mean to, obviously, but even when I'm, like, hollering and, like, speaking loudly so that maybe people will try to listen to me, I still get ignored, so I just talk louder.
Yeah.
Because that solves every problem.
Oh. What if that's why Wei never shuts up, because he spent 4 years being a street boy?
I actually am fully convinced that that's it.
Baby.
Yeah. Because now that he has people who can pay attention to him, now that he's not completely alone, he's like, do it! Pay attention to me! Look over here! Hey! Lancha! Lamangji! Lanargaga! Look at me!
He's a baby boy.
He's an absolute baby boy.
It's good. Thank you, Sarah, for the actual question.
Thank you, Sarah.
And finally, our final question is the one that's been in my heart all week. And
oh my god.
So, this question is from Christina Alex Lifeson Official.
My girl. My fucking girl.
Who says... Sorry to bring up the bad show on this podcast, but which great house of Westeros would you say corresponds to each of the sects? First of all, I just want to clear the air. I'm looking at this from the perspective of, like, it's not the bad show that you're bringing up, it's the good books that you're bringing up. That's how I'm going to justify this. So, I, earlier this week, full disclosure, made some notes in the Notepad app on my phone, thinking about this. First off...
Just logged on.
Yeah, just very logged on. First off, I just want to get this out of the way. The Red Viper is a very Omodazushi title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Second, I'll get to this one. So, I showed my little list of notes to Philin here, and their immediate reaction was, yeah, exactly.
Like, I literally, like... She told me about the ask. I read the ask, and I was thinking about it, and I came out from the bedroom like 10 minutes later. I opened my mouth. She was like, no, I'm writing my notes right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we can collaborate after that. Because I was literally about to open my mouth and be like, Wei is a Stark.
So, here's what I got. So, there's a lot more great houses than there are big boy sects.
Yeah.
And I feel like all of them, like, I don't think you can do a full one-to-one comparison on, like, most of these. So here's what I got. Who do we want to start with? Which sect do we want to start with? Let's go there.
Let's start with the Lawn sect.
Okay, so Lawns, they are kind of the eccentric weirdos. They got their very set way of doing things.
Archaic ass.
Yeah, archaic. Yeah. It's not going to change. They also are very, righteous and honorable and live up in the mountains.
Yep.
So I'm thinking they've got kind of an Aaron vibe. Mm-hmm. Got that House Aaron shit. Mm-hmm. And then also a little bit of Stark.
Yeah, they're Starky.
Yeah, they're Starky.
I'd say they're Starky.
A little bit of a Stark mom.
Yeah.
What if the Cloud Races had a moon door?
Boy! Yeah, I'm into that.
Uncle Sharon, I want to see the bad man fly.
Oh, God!
Who next?
Johns?
Okay, yeah, Johns, they are, to me, very much like a Stark Tully blend.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no. I was thinking the Johns were Starks, like, including Wei Wuxian. But now I'm thinking about,
definitely. That's the thing. That's where I started, because they have this child that they're raising as part of the family, even though he's not part of the family, technically, and people kind of look down on him as, because of that.
Yeah.
And
it's a good analogy.
Yeah.
It's a very solid analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah,
I think that the Jongs would be pretty good. It starts, I think.
Yeah.
And then,
and just one more thing. We are going to be meeting the rest of the John family very soon. So when we do, then you will realize.
Oh man, the rest of the John family really good.
So they are very good.
So now we have
so my only like 1-to-1 comparison that I have is I think the Jin sect are the Tyrells.
Oh, absolutely.
1,000,000%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're the super rich ones. They're a little bit crafty. Mm-hmm. Their sigil is a flower. It's the same.
It's media. It's the same.
It's media.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some wins. They are like 75% Lannister and 25% Targaryen.
Oh God! Yeah.
Their sigil is a sun, which made me think Martell at first, but they're not. They're just
very much not. Because the Martells kind of rule.
Yeah, they don't fucking fight enough.
Yeah, not even remotely. They're more into conquering by like fucking.
Yeah, they're very into a lot of political maneuvers, and they're very ancient. You kind of can't avoid them.
And they basically do whatever they can to make sure that everyone is under their thumb, whether people like it or not.
Yeah, they're basically their goal is to just get to a point where they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
And if that ain't...
It's fucking terrible, but it's, like, really good.
It'd be like that.
And then we have Nies.
Yeah. And they very much, to me, are kind of a Baratheon situation with a little bit of Greyjoy kind of sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Like, I will say one thing about the Unclean Realm, and this is kind of off topic, but I was thinking about this in the context of what their society considers to be unclean, and I think it's only called the Unclean Realm, not because it's necessarily dirty, but because there was like a caste system in place, especially in East and South Asia, where people like butchers, people that dealt with dead shit, were considered unclean and were on basically the lowest caste.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, so that's why I'm pretty sure that's why it's called the Unclean Realm, because butchers and stuff were considered unclean. It's not because they're like dirty or because it's like polluted or nasty or anything. It's just because of where butchers were in society. So I was just...
That's still very Greyjoy though, because with the drowned god.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, also very Baratheon, because like look at Robert Baratheon. Y'all, like the Nies sect is like, if there were a lot of Robert Baratheons and they didn't fuck as much, that's the only... Let me go back to the Jin sect for a second, because if the Tyrell's leader was Robert Baratheon, that's how you would get the Jins.
Oh, you're right. I'm just fucking...
It's good to me. And as usual, I'm right. So, I'm the one with the correct takes, fans, so take it up with God.
I also have correct opinions, but I'm not as outspoken about them, because I'm afraid of people judging me for my correct opinions, so I just let Roy talk about it.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid of people disrespecting me for my opinions, which is why I decide to hold them above anything else. Fake it till you make it, baby!
So, that's it!
That's it, so that's questions. So, yeah, clean up shit.
I'm gonna be on vacation.
Yeah, Fallon's gonna be on vacation, so we're gonna take a break next week, and then we'll be back whatever 2 weeks from today is.
Fucking,
May 17th. We're gonna be back on May 17th.
It'll be okay.
It'll be good.
It'll all be good.
Yeah, and, hey, here's some cool news. We have a Discord channel.
Yay!
Come join our Discord channel. We talk about stuff, and it's good. We have a spoiler channel set up. We have a channel for the McMinute.
We do.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanted to holler about it with me, in case
But yeah, come join our Discord. I'll put a link in the description of this episode so you can click on it and come hang out.
We'd be happy to hear you yell about this show with us.
Or anything at all.
Or literally anything at all. Come yell about Jesse McCree with me.
Yeah. Just come spam some emojis. Who cares?
Oh, please God. We got some good ones.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. Thanks to noisepace.xyz.
Yay!
Hosting us as usual. Go listen to
My Pod Cabbages.
Yeah,
we need to have a crossover with My Pod Cabbages.
So earlier this week, I was on Pinterest, as I do, and Pinterest.
She is a Pinterest mom, like 100%. Like if you look at Roy and you're like, she probably is on.
Oh,
Pinterest.
happy Wee Minute!
Woo! Happy Wee Minute, y'all! Yay! But yeah, no, Roy is the most Pinterest bitch I've ever met. Like it's hilarious.
Listen, I'm 30.
She's 30. That's what happens when you turn 30.
But the thing that Pinterest algorithm likes to do is it likes to show me images that I've already seen and put them into a category that makes no sense for what the thing actually is. So earlier this week, it showed me a picture of some... Oh, it's right there! There it is, right? I'm looking right at it. It's some official art, and we got Wei Ying, we got Lan Wangji, we got Lan Xichen kind of in the background, and the category that Pinterest decided to put this in was Avatar Aang. So
my pod cabbages crossover win.
Yeah, go listen to that. Go listen to any of the shows they got on there. It's good. Go listen to Stick. It's about Homestar Runner. Go listen to City Girls Make Do. It's
about Sex and the City.
Yeah, go listen to whatever you fucking feel like. It's good.
It's got a little bit of something for everybody.
Even if what you're into is Chinese anime for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, the reason they would be into this particular Chinese anime is because it's one of the best media properties I've seen in like 10 years.
Just saying, objectively. I'm Roy. You can find me on Twitter at SemperFunny. That's pretty much the only thing I use anymore.
And I'm Fallon. You can find me on Twitter at America's Burden and on PhotoBucket.
Do you really want to do this?
No, because I can't remember my PhotoBucket account. But like one time I actually got into my PhotoBucket account from when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade when I like first started like drawing, and it's woo! Wow! It's the worst shit I've ever seen!
If you want to take a look at a little time capsule of me when I was literally half my age, go to agnosticnun.livejournal.com. That's still... Yeah, I thought I was really cool for that.
So funny and cool.
Very funny and cool.
I don't ever want to go onto my LiveJournal again because all I'm going to find there is, like, Bandom and Criminal Minds fanfiction, and I'm not ready to face that yet.
Does that really not exist?
Fucking, I think so.
I don't want to find out. Anyway,
I'm gonna make an MXTX LiveJournal group.
Oh my god.
Bring it back!
Oh my god.
Actually, like, if you think about it, LiveJournal kind of ruled. Like, there was some shitty ass stuff, but like, it was good for like archival purposes.
One of my favorite things on LiveJournal was this one blog that was about, they just reviewed bad fanfiction. And they had this one entry one time where they had, like, compiled a bunch of Google search results that led people to their blog. And what was one of them? J.C. Chazé daddy fanfiction.
It was a mess.
It was a mess, and it was so fucking funny. Some of them were just, like, people looking for hate fic. It's good.
Anyway,
it was very 2003. Anyway.
Look out for my Modazushi LiveJournal group. Cursed relic. Anyway, guys.
Anyway, you can find us, the podcast, at Cloud Recess Pod at Twitter or Cloud Recesses Pod on Tumblr. And also, you can download us on any of the podcast things, which is good.
We have many options. For every flavor.
Like and rate and subscribe, please. I don't think we've gotten any reviews yet.
I mean, I want you to review, and if you want to tell us that oh my gosh. One of my mutuals runs a podcast called Ghost Puncher Core. It's like a really good... I mean, it's not in the Noise Space thing, but it's really fucking good. It's a D&D actual play. It's good, and they have this shirt that has the Ghost Puncher Core logo, and then underneath it is like 1 pentagram out of 5 pentagrams because somebody reviewed their podcast and it was like 1 star and it was just like shrill harpies. Or shrill degenerate harpies. And if you just want to leave a review and tell us that we're shrill degenerate harpies, I'd be glad to hear it because I'm not going to disagree with you. For real, I'm really not.
We am.
But anyway, we're available on most social media properties, and we'd love for you to join us.
Yeah, come hang out. So that's gonna do it for us. What do we say before we hop out of the cold spring?
Semper Bunny, baby.
Semper Bunny, folks.
Semper Bunny. Have a great night.
See ya.